He's taking bricks, slamming it on top of them, taking big things of water, drowning them out. They're screaming, going crazy. He wound up fighting his LSD friend, and they fighting. He takes an ashtray and cracks his friend in the face. Let's get right into this. Open the scenes is a bum, and we see him trapped inside this convenience store. So the cops get called. When they come in, the clerk tells them that somebody was stealing. They take the guy down to the station and find out he's wanted for murder. Let me let y'all know, if y'all did anything crazy, please don't get caught out like this. Go to jail for something that's real little, mean a petty theft, and know that you have blood on your hands, because that's what this man did. And he wound up getting caught for the murder. Now they questioning him in the questioning room, and they're asking about the murder. Now they don't even care about the petty theft. They want to know, what did he do, and how can they find the suspect that allegedly been murdered? So he starts to explain himself, and it's kind of going off of what they actually want to know. They like, yo, tell us about the murder. He's like, I will get to that, but I have to tell you my story because it all adds up. So they let this guy talk. He starts talking. Oh, when I was younger, I was a programmer. I used to play video games. I was the top guy. They would call me, get in contact with me, and I would test out the games. And that's how they will really know if the game is good or not. I used to sanction it. This has nothing to do with the murder. They're getting antsy now. They telling him, let me know about the murder. He like, we'll get to that. I just need to tell you this story. So he keeps talking about the story of how he did video games, and he was so good that one of the top video game people requested him to play his video game so he knows if it's going to work or not to the masses. So he says that this guy brings him into the office, and come to find out, the game wasn't a game at all. It actually had real properties. Like, these things was actually producing type thing. And he wanted him to basically work on that to make this game / reality / software that really grows like humans a thing. So now the guy that creates this masterpiece leaves the room, and the guy that's in questioning right now, he steals the game. So he brings the game to his house and never go back to the place again. He becomes addicted to this game because one day his friend gave him some LSD, and he heard the things, the little creatures inside of the game talking to him. He became really obsessed, to the point that he was spending his rent money to go get LSD so he could talk to these little things on a computer. So as this colony is growing, is becoming populated, he's making trees and waterfalls, everything to basically help these things grow along the way. His LSD dope man said that he needed a couple days to crash out somewhere, and he'll be out of his hair after he get the rest of his drugs off. Which I feel that the LSD dope drug dealer guy, he's only there to sell him more LSD. He played it off the first time, and he slept on his couch, and the guy wound up buying all his drugs. So he figured, let me do it a second time, and maybe I'll be able to sell this without actually going into the street and selling this. So the guy is already gone off of LSD. He says he got to go to work, and he'll be back shortly. The guy looks at him. He's not in a great state. This guy really looked like he's on drugs. So he runs back into his room where the computer's at, and he just throws a little towel over it, hoping that will keep the privacy away from the LSD dealer. The LSD guy gets bored. He's playing video games in the living room. He's on drugs himself, and then he goes into the guy's room. Yes, the gamer. So he sees this little creation of these little things just chilling around and living like a Tamagotchi type thing. But he starts picking up bricks and smashing these little things for hours, y'all. So the gamer comes back from work and hears these things happening. Remember, he's still on LSD, so he could hear what they're saying. He rushes inside the room and see this guy crushing his whole creation. He's taking bricks, slamming it on top of them, taking big things of water, drowning them out. They're screaming, going crazy. He has a fit. He wound up fighting his LSD friend, and they fighting. He takes an ashtray and cracks his friend in the face. And you already know somebody that's selling LSD, they're probably tweakers. He can't believe that this gamer guy just hit him. So now they fighting more. Now the detectives is like, okay, now we're getting somewhere because we need to know about this murder. The way the fighting was going on, they already knew this was going to add up to a big murder.
You are dead.
And brings the game / real life thing back to standards of what he had before. The cops is like, okay, so tell us more. What happened to the guy that you murdered? He's saying he murdered him, but not in so much words that they could nail him. So he's still telling more stories on how this creation will change life as we know it. And then he starts to draw a QC code. They like, oh, what are you drawing there? So he said, oh, I'm just drawing a little something, and this is going to give y'all a clue to find this person that we was fighting and he disappeared, basically. Still not really telling them that he murdered the guy. So when he shows them this QS code, which the cops, I don't think that they knew it was a QS code. He shows them and they ask, what is that? Then he points to the camera up in the corner. Them not knowing, but it registers through the department to the government, to all officials out there and worldwide, and corrupts their systems. Now these things are bigger than life, and now they're in control. They wound up killing humanity, and the gamer guy still was their god. Now, this was interesting. Not better than 1, not better than 3. Around the same bit as 2 to me. So I would have to give this a 5.65. The story was real good. It did seem possible, like it can happen. So I had to give an extra point for that. Will I watch it again? No, I will not watch it again. It was not that interesting to me. With that being said, it's your boy UFO Grow.